Hello and welcome to DVB English News. I'm Joe. In this week's headlines, UN expert says conscription law displays military desperation. NUG foreign minister says China is engaging all sides. The new Mon State Party will attempt to reunite with its splinter faction. And pro-democracy activist says regime must be forced into dustbin of history. The UN Special Rapporteur on the situation of human rights in Myanmar, Tom Andrews, said that the military's conscription law shows desperation. He added that this is not an indication the military is a less of a threat given its perceived weakness. The conscription law stipulates that men aged 18 to 35 and women aged 18 to 27 must serve in the military for at least 2 years, or serve a 5-year prison sentence. The UN states that nearly 2.7 million people have become internally displaced persons in Myanmar, 2.4 million since the 2021 military coup. The National Unity Government Foreign Minister Zinma Ong attended the Munich Security Conference from February 16th to 18th. She spoke about China's role in Myanmar's crisis to Germany's public broadcaster DW.
I think this time China is quite practically engaging both sides because of Chinese leaderships realize that who is losing and also who is the real actor that can bring stability in their borders, in our borders and regions.
That was Zinma Ong, the NUG foreign minister speaking to DW. Zinma Ong participated in a panel discussion called Rebels with a Cause, Voices of Civil Resistance, along with several high-profile women. She said the Myanmar people no longer want the military involved in a federal democratic country. The new Mon State Party said that it will attempt to reunite with its splinter faction, the NMSP anti-dictatorship. The NMSP-AD vowed to fight the military on February 14th, following another round of talks between the NMSP and the regime in Naypyidaw. Mon anti-military factions in the NUG have welcomed the establishment of the NMSP-AD and said that it would cooperate in operations. Ashley South, an independent consultant who specializes on Myanmar politics, spoke to DVB.
The timing has been, I guess you could say, useful for the NMSP-AD because there are a large number of people in Mon State who deeply opposed to the SAC junta and the military coup.
That was Ashley South, an independent consultant specializing on Myanmar's politics. Pro-democracy activist Igor Blažević, the program director at the Prague Civil Society Center, spoke to DVB about what could happen if the military were to release Aung San Suu Kyi from prison, where she's been held since February 1st, 2021.
The best for Myanmar is in a moment when she is released, if she do what Mandela has done, become the senior respected symbol, but basically to leave the political process to be in the hands of those who have been leading the current Spring Revolution. I think that is the best future for Myanmar.
That was Igor Blažević, the program director at the Prague Civil Society Center. Blažević added that Min Online has tried many times to fracture anti-coup forces fighting the military. He wants to see the regime excluded from all future political negotiations and placed into the dustbin of history. And that's all for this week's headlines. I'm Joe. A New Burma is hosting Can't Stop, Won't Stop, its second annual festival featuring artists from Myanmar and Thailand. It takes place from February 22nd to 24 at RX Cafe in Chiang Mai. Stay tuned to DVB English News on Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Follow us on Spotify, Audible, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, or YouTube Music. We are available wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening.